I think it's really hard to figure out your identity, figure out what you, not necessarily what you stand for, but what just like what you do with your life, you know? I'm obviously going through a lot of transitional stuff right now. New job, new hours that I'm operating. I usually would work at night and now I'm in the mornings. But I guess I mean more so as well in like a not like just how you perceive yourself, you know? I have a lot of issues mainly with just like confidence and being forward, being out, being like like exuberant. I'm very closed off, and one of the things I'm really trying to learn and to be aware of is to be that kind of hey, like, hey, what's going on, guys? You know what I mean? I don't really do that ever. Even when I'm streaming, I'm more or less talking kind of just how I talk, but I also just have those comedic moments. You know what I mean? But what I'm learning at my office job now is, it, especially on the phones, I need to play like a character. Because it's really hard for me to kind of just shift my tone of voice, my mannerisms, my everything. It's really hard for me to just do that unless I'm putting myself in someone else's shoes. Playing playing pretend. You know what I mean? I have to play pretend to be confident, and that kind of sucks a little bit. But mainly, what I'm trying to get at here is that some days I can feel. I feel it's a lot easier to do that. I feel it's a lot easier to kind of step into the role of the confident salesperson who's helping a client order a bush and bed package. I think some days it's a lot easier to get on the game, turn on the stream, and be like, "Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Clementine back into the game with another Overwatch. Let's play video. We're gonna be going in and we're gonna be playing Hazard." You know what I mean? It's really hard to do that some days, and some days it's a lot easier. And I don't really like know how to have it be consistent because that's really all I want is just to be consistent. At least just be consistently able to hop in and out of those modes at will. Be able to, hey, what's going on? You know what I mean? It's hard to do that consistently. I I notice a lot, especially in my down swings with my mood swings, is that not only do I just not really want to do anything because I'm just like I'm out of it and I just want to sleep forever, I guess. Not in that way. I mean just like sit in my bed and bed rot with my cats and shit. I just it's hard to in those moments to be the confident salesperson, to be the entertaining let's not the entertaining Overwatch player, you know. And I guess in those moments, it's like today, I wouldn't say today this week I've been in a down. I'd say right now I'm feeling if anything neutral to good, you know? I'm in that like up in that initial up curve, you know? And even now it's still like I'm very quiet, I'm very closed off. I'm very much wanting to only reply to emails and not call anybody because it's just like I don't want to unnecessarily speak. If what I can say can be conveyed through an email, I would much rather do that. And that's not like I just don't like talking to people. It's like I literally cannot muster up the courage or the willpower to hit the call button, you know? And that sucks cuz our team is pretty small. It's like 3 people right now that we're training up, including me, and I don't know if we're going to get any future members for our support team. So I'm going to have to not like just suck it up, but I'm gonna have to learn to work around it, I guess, which entails me just sucking it up and being a man about it, which is not the most pleasant thing. But definitely I'm able to offset that with again, I talk about this a lot here. noticing trends and using factual information to disprove any negative emotions I'm feeling about myself. It's like, okay, well, I may not be happy necessarily that this is the job I'm doing, or that I may just be having an off day and I don't want to speak with clients and or whatever it may be. I'm able to say, well, you know what? My hours that I'm working are better, frankly. I'm making a lot more money, frankly. I'm in a lot. I'm in a. I'm in. I'm here. You know, I'm in such a better position. I'm in such a better stage of my life. Who cares that I'm having an off day? You know, and not to say to like discredit my feelings and to be like, oh, shut up, you big baby. But also a little bit of that. Yeah, like shut up, man. You can lock the fuck in. You have something good going here. Stop being a fucking bitch about it. You know. Sometimes I wish I wouldn't have to speak to myself that way, but given my mental disorders, that's just kind of how it is, you know. What I'm trying to get at with this really is the confidence side of being anybody. You know, being a person online, being a person at work, being a person in society, it requires a level of just of confidence that I don't have innately built into me. I've been working on it. I've been working really hard to speak to brand new people. I mean shit. The amount of times I've just been able to go up to the register and say, "Hey, I asked for no pickles," or "I asked for no tomatoes on my Whataburger," or this one time where this guy I asked for extra mustard and he fucking put a big ass blob of jizz on my burger with mayo, and I had to go back and be like, "Hey, you guys nutted on my burger." You know, I've been getting better at at confronting and initiating conversation like that. But it's still something I need to work on, definitely. But being able to counteract my lack of confidence by just performing, putting on a show, putting on a an act of, hey, this is EJ with Mo, you know what I mean? Just like it helps a lot, even though it is difficult to be able to perform and to be able to kind of slip into that mode. It's something that not just me, but like people in general have to learn to be able to just slip in and out of those customer service mode, entertainment mode, you know? And I guess for me, it's really hard because my I don't know how to describe this, but my brain is very stagnant. I'm not as fluid as a lot of other people, I suppose. Emotions hit me a lot harder and a lot deeper than they do for other people. So if I'm feeling bad about something, I'm feeling bad for like a couple days. Maybe people would get over it in a couple hours, a day at most. It's kind of sticking with me. And that's something I just have to figure out. But at the end of the day, being able to just push that aside and slip into, hey, what's going on, guys? It's Clementine here. We're going to be playing some Doomfist on Lijiang Tower. You know, being able to do that is definitely a skill that I would love to develop and to perfect more in the future. Thank you.